What was the meeting number?
Good evening, team. Welcome to our weekly webinar training. This is amazing that we get to keep in touch every single week here. And before I go into our training, I'd like to open up for everyone to see if you guys have anything that you would like to share with our group, something that's exciting, something that you're working on, or any struggles that you have that maybe we can give you some tips and pointers or ideas to help you improve on your business. So right now, this is your time to share with everybody. And I'm gonna ask if anyone to wanna start and volunteer to be first.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jojo.
Hello.
You want to share with us?
Hi, my name is Jojo. What am I doing? I came in late.
So what is it that you like to share with us?
Oh, you guys are echoing. All right.
Maybe the rest of the people can mute. Maybe I'll mute them for you. So okay, I think they're good.
Hi everyone, my name is Jojo, and I've been in business since, let's see, Chinese New Year, and I work for NASA Ames Research. I've been doing this part-time, so hello. Next.
Do you want to share like some wins or a project you're working on or anything to inspire us?
Is this strictly Athena, or is it everything?
Business-wise, I mean, it can be.
Business-wise. Okay, so I've been working on mom and pops for a while. Well, actually for 2 weeks. I've sent out probably about 10 every day. So I'm about 125 in envelopes. And this week I'm supposed to start calling, so it's the start for me.
All right. Thank you very much, Jojo, for sharing. So let's call those people and follow up and see how you can help them with their business. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to share?
I don't have much to share, but I got my envelopes and everything. I'm just still working on getting my computer up to par. I need to add some memory and make sure I got my Microsoft fully installed on this new computer, so that way when I go to the website to get all those addresses, I can I'm hearing a lot of feedback here. I can keep it all organized. But yeah, I'm just trucking along little by little.
All right. Thank you, Fred, for sharing. We are going to have the next 90 days last that, we're not going to just take little strike. We're going to do marathon and we're going to run full speed. So get ready. All right. Let's have Rosie share with us real quick. Wait, let me unmute you. Okay, Rosie, can you start again?
Well, I'm really excited to join this business, but then I I never received a packet yet, so I will try. Is that only every Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon? I called last few. Remember since we're done, but they don't send me the packet. So Ray show me how to call them again. So is that only Saturday morning
No,
or
it's
afternoon? The first
Wednesday.
call.
No, Wednesday evening, Thursday evening at 6:30, and then Saturday at 2:30.
Oh, how about Wednesday? Is there Wednesday like tomorrow?
Yes. Well, I don't know about tomorrow because it's a holiday, but normally it's
Oh,
Wednesday and Thursday, 6:30 p.m.
okay. So I will because Thursday I'm working until 6:30. But mm,
I will
is
help you.
that
Let's take that offline. I'll help you with that
yeah?
later.
Okay, I will start maybe
We'll
Thursday.
call each other and I'll do that. Okay.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Welcome to our call. And now that you have learned how to get onto Zoom, even if you're at work or at home and you wanna,
Mhm.
plug in with us, all you have to do is log in, and
Mhm.
then you can view this exact webinar wherever you're at. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. And Rosario, I see your clock. I don't know if you're still there.
I am. I'm here listening.
Can you introduce yourself to us and
Well,
what project are you working on? Or the cases that you had illustrations done? What's the
well,
status of that?
actually, I just submitted the one that we did 2 weeks ago. So everything is done. You know, they had the medical exam. So I'm working on the second one. We're probably gonna be closing it like by next week. And
Awesome.
then we have the four others that we prepared. I'm waiting for
Hmm.
you to come over, and we will close it when you're over here.
Okay. All right. Let's make it happen. So
Yes.
yeah, we can make it like either the ninth or the 10th or so, and then I'll come over and then we'll finalize them.
Yeah, possibly maybe on the weekend when we close, because this is the grandma, remember?
Okay.
So we have to, yeah. But
So
we'll just have lunch when you come over.
maybe on
That's it.
Sunday,
Yeah.
the 8th or so.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
All
good.
right.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
let's confirm with each other, and then I'll block my calendar out for you. Okay.
Yep, that's good. Sounds good.
Perfect. Awesome. I'm so proud of you.
I know. I mean, I'm just trying to get it done, but at least there's two, on its way already. I completed that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Great. Great.
I know.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
So Rosario is a master illustrator now. If you guys want to
No.
learn about illustration, we did like
No.
2 hour webinar before just to learn how to do that. But she's been learning a lot the last 2 years or so, and just going right along with that. Okay. I'm gonna open up for questions and answer. If you guys have anything that you're dying to ask me, about the business and things like that. If not, then I'll go into training. So does anybody have any question that you want to ask me?
Lindsay, I think I have a question because this is
Okay.
Ellie and mine. I think it's about National Life.
Uh-huh.
Remember the one, the discounted one that we were talking about?
Okay.
I think she said something about it is written in some of the policies that it is the discounted one. But I think we will have to talk about this lengthily next time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like very tricky, and so I probably would reserve it next time.
All right.
Yeah.
So just the discounted benefits, living benefits and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? So last Thursday we did a seminar for Social Security. We had about 24 people there learning about it, and they booked appointments for us to come in for one-on-one. And then we're going to do Social Security strategies for them, and giving them reports to advise them when they should take the Social Security. Some people, it's best to take at 62. Some it's best to take at the full Social Security age or full retirement age, FRA, or wait till they're 70. And we had a lot of feedback on that. People were really excited. We have another event on August 8th, which is a Wednesday, so you guys can invite people to come and learn more about it. Today, I'm going to share with you how to do the intake, which is how to gather information from our client and then give them the strategies. So because we were focusing on Social Security, this is the system that I was using. It's called Retirement U. And if they come in to sit down with you, this is the first packet that you should fill out. You don't sell them. You don't try to close on the first appointment. You just gather information on the first appointment and then come back. We will come up with strategies. So even if you have never done this before, use this as a guide and gather as much information as you can. So you put the date that you met with them. If they want to come back a week after, next follow-up, you put the name of the person, let's say John Smith, and spouse name James Smith, their address, phone number, email, their date of birth, their spouse date of birth. And then normally you put, let's say the spouse number 1 is the husband. If he was going to get Social Security at 62, how much would he get? Let's say $1,700. If he wait till he's at FRA, how much would he get? Maybe $2,500. What if he wait till he's 70? $3,200. Are you currently working? Yes or no? Description of occupation, desired retirement age, pension, yes or no? How much per month? Survival benefit, yes or no? And so you do the same thing for the other spouse. And then based on this, we will come up with a Social Security report to project what age would they be best for them to get their Social Security. So the life expectancy, let's say the man expects to live 85 and the wife, the husband 85, the wife 90. They're investing return at whatever rate, COLA rate, maximum amount risk that they could take, and then total amount of their investment, minimum alternative, desired monthly income. So let's say they need $10,000 per month to keep up with their standard of living. We put in $10,000. So even if they are retired, they still need that $10,000 coming in as if they were still working. And then some people have
Properties.
So some people have their own primary residence, which they have some type of value and the balance of mortgage. And then they have rental property income, things like that. We want to write it all down. If they have IRA, 401k, or retirement account, you write that all down for whose name it is. This is, let's say, the husband, client A, all his information. Client B, the wife, all her information. Cash and savings. So client A, B, or joint, which type of account, current balance, interest rate. CDs and notes, life insurance. Who has it, which company, what type, face amount, cash value, do they have any loans, issue dates, remaining year if it's term, annuities if it's non-qualified, which company, the policy number, all of that, surrender charge, and then brokerage account and mutual funds. Yeah, all this information, other asset like securities, um, and then average monthly expenses or unusual one-time expenses coming up. If they plan to take a trip to Europe or, fix their car, whatever it is. And then the next 2 pages are just whatever notes that you talk about, you write all down. So for those that were involved in the seminar last week, you can sit down with me or one of the other advisors who have some experience in this and just observe how we do this. And then after a couple of them, you can say, let me try doing this. And you can be the one asking the questions, gathering information, while the experienced agents sit there and help you out to answer questions or anything that you may need help with. So with this, we would, come up with some strategies and then present it to the clients in the second or third appointment, and then help them to make a decision to go with annuities, ABN, life insurance, whatever it is that they decide to move forward with. It's very simple, but all it is you got to understand that this is a relationship business. So get to know the people, let them know more about you, about us, what we do, how we can help them, and make them feel welcome and at ease, then they'll do business with us. Some people, they're very private. It's hard to gather all of this, but start talking like a natural conversation. For me, I just ask about, little things. Oh, where did you used to work at? And when do you plan to retire? Those things you don't have to look at the notes and kind of mark, but just ask as if it's just a general conversation. They'll be more than happy to tell you those. And some people said, I'm just going to tell you up front this or that or whatever. And most people, they'll bring in all sorts of documents, everything that they want to give you. And for us, we're advisors. We can take a look at it and we can give them advice on things. So pretty much that's the information that we need to gather. If you're new and you want more information on how to conduct this interview, I can send you a presentation that help you to ask questions. I had it last week, so let me find where I put it.
Can you send it to us?
Yeah. So I have to find it first. But do you guys have any questions about the intake forms and stuff?
Well, the forms. We need the forms.
Well, this form is only for people that were doing the seminars. If you're not doing it, there's no need to gather all this. I have another intake form that I use, and that will gather more information that we need for what we do. So I'll show you this form.
So that's the next step after making the appointment.
Yeah, and we got some confirmed appointments in the calendar already, and I'll share with you guys the calendar. Okay.
Did those happen already, or those are coming up?
No, that's next week. The earliest appointment is on the 10th, which is Tuesday. And then Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Oh, no. I'm meeting with you guys, so how can I? Okay, we may have to change some plan, but the lady's meeting with me.
What are your top 3 financial priorities?
Okay. So this is what I use to do intake when I meet with clients that I did this for the seminars in the past. I used this intake form, and I asked them for the top 3 financial priorities and things like that, and gather information similar to what I just went through, asking them they have a will, a trust in place, and their beneficiary information. Usually I ask, oh, how many kids you got? They said 2. What are their names? Is it son or your daughter? Is she married? Does she have children? Da da da. How many grandchildren? Their age, everything. And then how's your health? I just ask everything. And then their income, they're getting Social Security, pension or not, and their mortgage, um, liquid asset, checking, savings, all of this, insurance. So this form, I kind of condense it from a couple of sources that I got, and it's been working out well for me. Columbus Life has an intake form. It's a little bit longer, wait, no, shorter, but it doesn't gather as much info. So this is Columbus Life form right here.
Do they watch you fill that out, or do you kind of like have it on a clipboard so they can't see?
They know I'm writing down stuff, but they can't see what I'm writing. And sometimes I ask them, is it okay if I write down some information while we're talking, just kind of to help me, trigger memories? And they're like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. So let's see. Questions?
Are the appointments all worked out?
What do you mean?
Like who's going on the appointments?
I haven't put the second person yet. Like, we know who the first person is. Let's say it's me, Ray, or Dan, or whoever. But the second person, I haven't. I just got back from my church camp, but I'll go through them and then I'll pick out whoever's available based on their schedule, and then I'll confirm with you guys to see if you're available that day to sit in.
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how to do an intake real quick. Since you guys are so shy not asking questions. So this is doing an intake for a seminar system. People have done multiple millions in seminars once you get the hang of it.
Yeah.
The company that I was working with on the marketing side and stuff, they were able to take an agent who were doing like 2 million in annuities with their seminar to 10 million, 22 million. So the system worked if you work the system. Sorry. Okay. So these are some of the areas we need to master. Filling up the room. Sometimes that's the hardest part, So we might need a marketing company to do that for us. And then event execution, which is what you guys saw last Thursday. And then getting the appointment. That's what the Bulldogs were doing. Then the intake and the setup. That's what I just kind of share. And then the closing.
Setup. Close.
My goodness.
Event execution.
So, the intake process, in the seminar system, normally it takes 2 to 3 appointments to close. So the intake is gather information, strategy, presenting them with the strategies, and then the close or implementation, because they might not be ready to make a decision at the second appointment. And these are 4 different strategies that we can present to them. And I didn't even put in the ABN yet, but you know, we have annuity, we have IRA with annuity exchange, Roth conversion, and single premium life. So let's focus on the intake training. In the seminar business, the clients are different compared to the ordinary everyday people that we see, because these are the baby boomers that are getting ready to retire. Every single day there are 10,000 people turning 62 ready to retire. So when we talk to them, we have different group of people. The trailing edge boomers, these are people from 50 to 60. The leading edge boomers are 55 to 70, and the mature are the 65 plus. They're the seniors that, you know, might already have taken out their Social Security and everything. But this is the primary group of people that come to our seminars. So the trailing edge boomers, they're still accumulating because most of them still work. The leading edge boomers, they're wanting to take out their money now, so they're concerned about distributions. And then the seniors, they want to preserve their asset and leave a legacy and transfer as much money to the next generation as they can. So the trailing edge boomers still have children in the house, and the leading edge boomers, the children might be back in the house, especially in the Bay Area where it's still expensive to live. And then the mature, you know, they'll probably have grandchildren, which are, you know, they're probably babysitting, or they play a big role in their grandchildren's life. So the financial gourmet or the retirement you or whatever seminar that we're doing, we basically focus on the people that are 59 to 64 years of age. The similarity between these people is that they cannot afford to lose any money. They need to have guarantees in their money, and they need and desire for tax advantages products because they don't want to pay a lot of taxes to Uncle Sam. So these are some of the characteristics that we see in them. They have a high level of common sense, strong work ethic, very loyal, punctual, family-oriented, religious, deliberate. Like you guys saw last week, I told you that we will have people who come an hour early before our seminar. Guess what? An hour before seminar, first couple walks in, and they're sitting there waiting for us to start. And so we have to be really ready. They are financially conservative, very frugal, because They grew up with really difficult times, so they want to save as much as they can and wanted the best deal. The cost.
Losing you.
What happened?
I froze.
Yeah, it froze. Lindsay. It's probably her internet.
I think she's down.
Yeah. She's gone.
Oh, JoJo's the host now. That's what it said on mine. Yeah, Lindsay's.
I'm gonna go ahead and text her.
There, she's on now.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how I just got dropped. All right, so let me go back. Did you guys miss a lot, or like you
No.
just missed the last page?
It cut out on caution.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought I have good internet, so hang on. Are these good stuff, or is it too boring for you guys?
It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, because you have to know who you're working with, because I've had people who pay good money for these leads, and then they come to the appointment late, and they totally lost the respect of the people already, things like that. So if we're gonna work with these type of people, and a lot of our clients are that way, then we should know what is important to them. So were you guys able to see the screen again? Like,
There we go. It's up.
okay, so now you're able to see?
Yes.
All right. Every time it drops, it's like I have to do everything again. So sorry. All right, so we're back here again.
You're probably on the previous screen.
So did I lose you at this screen right here?
Yes, on cautious was the last thing I heard.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. So cautious. All right. So these people are very proud of their accomplishment. They're polite. They're patriotic. They love their country, and they have modest educational level, but yet they work very hard, and that's how a lot of them have accumulated wealth throughout their life. Okay, so the reason I'm sharing with you about these characteristics is that we have to know who we're working with, because if they're punctual and we're always late, we have lost their respect, and they think that we don't respect their time, their money. Why should they work with us or invest with us? So normally when working with these people, if you're on time, you're late. So they always try to come to the appointment like half an hour, 15 minutes early. So, there were times when I had people sitting in the lobby waiting for me, but I tried to pretty much end my um, appointment before the deadline so that I can take in the next person on their time because um, time is valuable to them. All right, financial issues. Many people, they want to maintain their standard of living even though they're retired. They want to live in the same house, in the same neighborhood, and drive the same car, and being able to have the same spending amount and things like that. They do not want to outlive their money, so they're um, wanting to have enough money until they die. And they want to have replacement income upon the death of a spouse so that, if the husband passes away, the wife doesn't have to worry about it, paying all the bills and things like that. Reducing taxes on interest income and Social Security benefit. Taxes is a big thing, and they want to avoid it in any way they can. And then catastrophic healthcare expenses. This is the time when they will get ill, they might need long-term care, things like that. And then some people, distribution to their heirs are very important to them. They want to leave their hard-earned money to the next generation and be able to, know that they made a difference and they're the grandpa or the grandma that left them with $100,000, $1 million. And then safely growing their retirement account so that they don't lose it when they need it the most. So when we look at the market, this market is expanding rapidly. Every single day, 10,000 baby boomers turn 62 and they're getting ready to retire. They have very, very distinct characteristics. They face serious issues, and now people are living longer, so there is a real opportunity to help these people. So, as much as we hate the word sales, we are in a sales profession. So when you are in sales, you need to have some skills. So first of all, you need to enjoy personal communication. Remember that we all have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So we listen more than talking. First, I love to talk because I thought I have to share with them everything about every product and things like that. But now when I come in, I want to listen to what their concerns are, what they have to say, what they need us to do for them. So the key thing is ask them questions and don't assume you understand. And if you need to elaborate on things, ask following up questions until they get to the bottom of things. Find their pain and questions them and listen to them and see what is it that is the real pain, because sometimes they would tell you one thing but it's just scratching the surface, but that's not the real pain point. Be a student of the game. The more you do this, the more you will have experience of it. So the 2 appointment process is that the first one, you gather information. The second is the presentation or the close. So the objective of the first appointment is that you need to build rapport and establish trust with them. You need to introduce your company to them. You can call it Athena Wealth Solutions, Exertis Financial Partners. You can call Joe's Financial Services or ABC, whatever you call it. It doesn't matter because they're coming to see you. And you complete the fact finding using the financial need analysis, and I just showed you 2 of them. One is for Social Security, the other one is the general one. And then you set up a date for the second appointment for them to come back and go over the strategies. So the first appointment layout is that you come in, you warm up, you talk about things like, how's the weather, and if you like sports, and talk about the Warriors, whatever it is. Just something that has nothing to do with the business or their portfolio. Um, and then you get them to open up and then set the stage, the upfront contract. A lot of people, they're afraid of having to pay a fee or what the appointment entail, whatever. Just lay it all out to them and tell them, that all the work that you do is complimentary. They never have to pay you anything. But if they decide to go with one of the recommendation, you will bring business to the bank or the insurance company or the broker dealer. They will pay you a referral fee for bringing the client to those companies. They do not have to pay you out of pocket. So that they say, okay, that's good. Because a lot of people, we provide a lot of value to them, and they're afraid that they don't have that 5,000, 3,000 to pay you. Cover requested information. If they check, that they wanted information on certain things, then, you can tell them, okay, I'm going to give you some information to take home and read, or we're going to cover that in our meeting today, whatever it is, to kind of put them at ease that, we'll solve these concerns for them. Complete the FNA, which is the financial need analysis, to get all the fact finding, and then wrap up or cool down, remind them of their homework. Let's say they're supposed to bring you their life insurance policy the next time, or check if the will is up to date, or whatever it is that they need to do, and then what you are going to do in the meantime, and then set up the next appointment. So in the first appointment or the warm-up, talk about standard small talk, a chance to get them to know you, and personal fact finding, like are they married, for how long, when, where, all that stuff, their health, their children, their occupation. So here's an example script that you can use. So you're the rep and they are the prospect. Well, hello, Mrs. Smith. I see you found us. Did you have any difficulty finding the building? And they would say, oh, it was no problem at all. And you ask them, so where in San Jose did you live? They would say, oh, across from Walgreens next to the car wash, or that neighborhood, or whatever. And you can say, how long have you lived there? They said, about 25 years. It was right after we got married. So you said, so how did you two meet? And they would say, well, she worked at the KC Hall and she just lost her husband. I fixed small motors, and the KC Hall had a generator that needed fixing. She called me to come out and see if I could fix it. We just started talking and it went from there. Small engine repair. Is that what you do for a living? Well, sort of. I worked for Smith Machine for 35 years and handle all maintenance on our trucks. So you kind of just use it and kind of add more and more questions to find out more about the story. All right, so setting up the agenda or the stage for the meeting agenda. First, we will cover any specific topic you like to cover. Second, gather some information about your present situation. Third, share any concern that you come across. And fourth, determine when you will meet again. So here's a script of that. To get started, I'd like to go over a little bit about our visit today. First, I want you to know the purpose of the visit is to help you if I can. I'm not going to offer or sell anything today, so you can rest at ease. With that said, I'm going to find out if you have anything specific you want to discuss. Like as an example, some people just want to help with their IRA, or they're just concerned about taxes, things like that. After that, I'll gather some information to help us determine if you may have other issues that need to be addressed. Then I'll share any concerns I uncover with you, and finally, at the end, we will determine if we need to meet again. So very, very clear, right? And then typically one of three things will happen. One, we determine you have everything taken care of, and you feel good having a second opinion. Or two, you have things that we believe need to be addressed, but we don't handle those things, and have to pass on to those that do. Like example, you need a will or a trust. We're not attorneys, but we won't just leave you hanging. We just help you to get the right person or guide you in the right direction. And third, you have issues that we can help you with, things we specialize in, and that is when we determine if we need to meet again or how we handle that. This should take no longer than an hour or so. Does that sound okay? So you're telling them, you may or may not be a good fit for each other. No obligations, right? So Mr. and Mrs. Smith, how was the seminar? Did you enjoy it? Is there anything that you have in mind that you want to accomplish today? Or is there a specific topic you want answers or help on? If they're unsure about how to get help, by offering an example. So, example, at an earlier appointment, the lady I was visiting with asked about protecting assets from loss to a nursing home. She had lived through that with her parents, so she wanted more information on what she could do. So, some of these other examples could be, you said you're concerned about taxes. What type of taxes? Are you paying taxes now? How do you know taxes are a problem? Okay, so pretty much, you try to get to the bottom of the roots of their problems, their concern, and try to come up with a solution or a strategy to help them. It's as easy as that. And our job is to be, the financial doctor that will give them the diagnosis and the treatment. That's all it is to this. If you want to kind of go over this script, I'd be more than happy to send it over to you so you can role play with your partner, your colleagues or whoever it is, so that you're not struggling as you talk to these people. And you don't want to be just reading through this while they're sitting there. Talk naturally. You don't have to get every word in there, but get to the point of it and tell them what you're doing for them. So hopefully this will help you guys with understanding how to do an intake or how to gather information. And even though this is geared for seminar people, you can use the same similar thing for any type of gathering from the people that you meet with on a daily basis. You still have to form them and ask the same standard question. But the seminar, you kind of have to follow some protocol, just because these are cold market. They don't know you. You don't know them. You're trying to discover who they are. Do they have money or not? How can we help them? They're trying to discover, are you the right agent or the right advisor they want to work with, they want to invest $1 million with? Because there are a lot of advisors out there, and do they trust us enough to fork over that portfolio that they have been controlling and managing for the last 30, 40 years? With that, I want to open up for any other last minute questions and things like that before I let you guys go. So any questions, comments, concerns?
Did you already send that script to us, or you're going to send it after this?
No, I cannot multitask that quick, so I'll do it after the meeting.
Yeah, that would have been helpful before the seminar if I practiced this. I'll practice this before the next one.
Yeah, we won't have any appointment till next week, so it's okay. And you can use this for later on in any circumstance that you run into.
I agree with Fred. It's good to practice all this stuff.
Yeah.
I know who to practice it on.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to overwhelm you guys with things. Last week, if I had given you guys this, it would be over your head because we're trying to figure out what to do on the day of the seminar. And I promised you guys I would do this training this week so that you know how to proceed in the next step. Because if I give it all and you're like, I don't know where to start. So it's like I have a buffet, but I'm trying to tell you, okay, today you're having sushi, tomorrow you're having prime ribs, or we go to the next thing. So for me, I had to really learn a lot of this on my own, kind of mumbo jumbo, and now that I've been through it, I know how much, when, and how to give it to you guys. Any other questions? No questions at all? Okay, well, probably the script is so thorough, you don't have to have questions, I guess. All right, guys. Well, I'll be back to the Bay Area probably the end of Friday this week. I'm still like wanting to go back tomorrow, but I'm like, no, I want to spend the 4th of July here. So, but either Friday or Saturday, and then I'll stay there till the 14th. So if you have appointments, whatever it is, let me know. Dan is going to Stockton one of those days next week. He's focusing on building his team over there too. So if you guys have people in Stockton, let us know. When I come over there, maybe I can meet with them for you guys. So anyways, thank you for your time and for logging on. Hopefully you found the training useful and continue to plug in. And if you need help with anything, let me know and let's move forward with this. Let's use the next 90 days to qualify for our trips and change our lives together. All right, guys?
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night. We'll see you
Have a
guys
good
next week. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.